for joining me. My name is Jeremy Jenkins, and it's a pleasure to be able to present on behalf of Kaizen Network International team the new opportunity all about rNetwork and the revvcard. If you're hearing about this for the first time, welcome aboard. This is a very exciting time. We are in what we call our soft launch, and it's going to get really, really exciting over the next few weeks as we prepare for our pre-launch on June the 6th, 2019. And it is, wow, I have never seen so much emotion, so much excitement, so many people just wanting to be part of this amazing opportunity. And today we're going to find out a little bit more about why that is, what's so exciting, why people are just, clamoring to get on board with this. People are saying, how do I sign up? How do I sign up? Let me get in. And we're about ready to open the doors. So let's talk a little bit about this, what's going on. It is time for a better way. Now, what does that mean? Just to have a little bit of background, my history, I've been doing network marketing for over 20 years now. I got my start just right out of college, and it always fascinated me to consider the whole concept of residual income. My background is, so I'm in technical stuff. I do IT stuff, but my father, he is a civil engineer, and I remember growing up. And, my dad was just a standard, normal employee of a civil engineering firm, and he was making okay money, right? We were, middle class, average family, making ends meet. And my dad would have to do little side jobs every once in a while to, provide us with vacations to go to Disneyland and stuff like that. And I remember growing up and just, we were okay, but I always wondered how, what was I going to do? I'm going to go to college, do all that stuff, and try and get a decent job. And shortly after I left the house and went to college, my dad did something kind of crazy. He went and started his own business. He got together with some of his college buddies, and they started their own civil engineering firm. And he went from making about $50,000 a year to $500,000 a year. And he 10 times his income in a short span of about 18 months. And I asked him one day, wow, how did you do that? What's the difference, right? And he said, well, it's something that we would call leverage, right? That's the key word he used. And he said, because now I'm not an employee. Now I am a business owner, and I get to make money not just from my own efforts, not just what I'm doing, but from what my company is doing, right? I have employees now, and our combined effort working together is allowing for more income, right? For more revenue, for more profit. And so because of that, he was, he had his normal salary, but on top of that, he was getting a dividend, right? He was getting or overrides or whatever. I'm not exactly sure the term, but he was getting benefits from being a business owner. And I thought, holy cow, that's awesome. And so I started delving into it and looking at different ways to improve my life and to be able to participate in that same kind of residual income, leveraging, and all those things. And I discovered network marketing as a simple way to do it. Low cost entry, right? Not as much, not so many barriers and all that stuff. And I fell in love with the industry. But I also found that there's a dark side to the industry in network marketing. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of bad things that happen. And one of the things I found was that retention, right? People sticking with it was just not that good. I did a lot of learning from a lot of different mentors and professionals. And really what it came down to was, the only way to get people to stick around long enough to do this, because typically they'd say, you got to give it 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years. And that's normal, right? In network marketing. Now, of course, the spiel is that, would you rather give 3 to 5 years doing this, just part-time to completely change your lifestyle and be free, right? So you don't have to work for 40 years and hope, that you can live off of Social Security, or, what's the alternative, right? And so I thought, okay, well, that works, right? And I dove in and got with it. But most people don't have that much patience, unfortunately. And so they come in and they try something for 3 months or so, and then they give up. Right? Then they say, nope, I can't afford it. I can't stick with it. It's too expensive. The products don't work for me. It's too hard. I'm not learning how to do the stuff they're teaching me how to do. And so they just give up, right? They go back to what's comfortable, which is just having a normal job and hoping for the best. And so when I say it's time for a better way, I really honestly think that our network, what we're going to be talking about today, has found a solution to all of that, to overcome these obstacles, these barriers, what we call attrition, right? The people who end up quitting, people who give up because it's too hard for them. So let's talk a little bit about what it is. So our network is a network of dreamers, achievers, and visionaries who understand that by connecting with others, we all become more. Is what we call the revvcard product. We'll talk about here in a bit, where it's just really simplifies purchases with the next generation payment solution, a single secure card that eliminates all the hassle. They have real partnerships, right? So shopping and saving with affiliate partners strategically chosen for our network. Our perks, so bonus rewards, benefits, special access to products simply for joining in, for being a member. Rush deals, rush to score exclusive flash deals that could hit the site at any time. And then, of course, the reward center, where you engage with free offers, activities, surveys, all kinds of things with their own rewards tied into it. So our network is that. It's like a membership club. If you want to think of it, compared to something, you could think maybe a Costco membership or maybe an Amazon Prime membership, maybe a AAA membership. They all come with their benefits, right? So Amazon Prime, for example, it's $125 a year, or you can do it on a monthly. And what do you get? Well, you get the free 2-day shipping, and you get access to videos, and you get access to, they have a travel thing and some of these perks, right? Costco, what do you get? Well, you get access to go into the warehouse and purchase in bulk, but they also have other programs, like they have a car buying program, and they have a vacation program and other things. AAA, what do you get? The roadside assistance and other discounts and stuff. So people participate in those programs because they find real value, right? They find it's worth it to them to pay that much to be able to have access to all these perks and opportunities. And that's what our network is. It provides access to tremendous discounts, to amazing opportunities, deals, and all kinds of things that make life better. So let's look at a little bit more about them. Our network has their offices in Linden, Utah. If you want to come out to Utah and take a look, we can take you over there and show you around. I think they actually are going to move in sometime in June, somewhere in there. Is when this is a startup, as mentioned. It's brand new. We're just getting started with this, and we go into pre-launch actually on the 6th of June. So, but they've already got the office space set aside, ready to go to move in once it's available. So it's a real thing, not just something made up. Now, the vision of the founders, the creators of this company, is that they really do want at least 1 million people or more to earn $500 per month, or much more than that, right? And to really have people benefit. The reason that they mention $500 a month is because there's been studies done that for families or individuals that end up having to go into bankruptcy, unfortunately, just as much as $400 a month extra that they could have added to their monthly income would have saved them from going into bankruptcy. So that's what these guys want to do. They really want to help people avoid all those problems, to avoid the bankruptcy, to avoid issues. Having that extra $500 a month is just a breath of fresh air to be able to say, wow, okay, I can make my car payment this month. I can do extra things. I can save up to go on a family trip or whatever. So that's their vision, and they really feel like they can do it based on the products and services. That first product that really is going to help people achieve that is the Rev app and Travel Center. Okay, so on June the 6th, when we go into our pre-launch, that will be available. And what it means is basically at over 600,000 merchants and soon to be many more, you can actually get savings, all kinds of savings, deals, 5, 10, or more percent off, on your purchases at all of these places: McDonald's, Avis Rent-A-Car, Office Depot. You got to go buy a new printer. Your Domino's Pizza, right? Just getting your pizza, going to Arby's and getting a sandwich. You got to go stay at the Hilton. And there's all kinds of places that will give you a discount or some kind of a deal just because you're a member of our network. And then, of course, the Travel Center is second to none. The Travel Center is amazing. They have exclusive stuff that you will not find anywhere else, literally. There was a presentation that these guys did for us talking about how they have things that you won't find on Expedia, you won't find on Priceline or any of the others, and stuff in international places like Peru, right? You want to go to Machu Picchu and check it out. Well, they've got things that you can't find anywhere else, right? This Travel Center is second to none. It's awesome. Just complete, true wholesale pricing on travel. So with the Rev app and all these discounts and the Travel Center, everything that's coming with that, it is amazing. This is our signature product right now, available on Apple and Android, either one, and we will be seeing tons of savings on all kinds of things, and this is just the beginning. It's going to get even better over time. The other thing that's coming out in the middle of this year, mid-2019 at some point, is the Reward Center. The Reward Center has all kinds of cool things, from doing maybe surveys or participating in online promotions, or maybe just downloading a new app on your phone, or all kinds of stuff that will give you either points or some kind of benefit, or even pay out actual dollars, right, for some of the things that you do. So that's really fun as well, to be able to just participate and get perks, just get benefits every single month from different offers that become available through the Reward Center. The next thing, and this is the kind of really cool thing that I'm excited about, is our FDIC insured bank, or our Rev account. Will be available probably mid-2019, somewhere in there, July, August timeframe. And then, of course, the Hyper Exchange, which is the crypto. If you know anything about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, that will be tied in. That's coming later in 2020. But the Rev account it's a new decentralized way to bank. It's going to be one of the largest online banks on the planet. It's not a new bank. They've actually been around for years, right? But they're just now adding all these new services and getting ready for major expansion. It will be accessed through an app that is available on both Android and iOS. So it's going to be an all-in-one account for banking, investment, and crypto eventually. It will eventually also have all the top crypto coins and the fiat coins, dollars and euros and yen and whatever. And it will actually have other things like precious metals, like gold and silver, etc. It will have person-to-person transfers with transactions from account to account available immediately, since there's no need to transfer the funds back to a bank account, right? The Rev account is the bank account. And then, of course, it will have all the banking services like checking, bill pay, debit card, loans, mortgages, etc. Okay, so that's really, really cool for a lot of people that maybe are unbankable or have trouble getting an account. This will be made available, and it will be international. People in other countries will be able to participate in this and be banked in the United States. So that's really fun. All right, then the actual signature product is the revvcard, right? The revvcard has a $125 retail price. Actually, sorry, it's $150. I need to change that. But anyway, that is coming late 2019. So it's going to have money transfers from card to card. It will allow you to store all your payment card, membership, gift, loyalty, and rewards cards in one easy-to-use platform. It has a magnetic strip and an EMB chip, has biometric security, has a 1.73-inch color OLED touchscreen. It's got Bluetooth. It's fully PCI compliant, which means it's got all the security stuff. If it's ever misplaced, it will lock and erase all the personal information until it's returned. It is paired with your phone. So once it's out of range, the card will lock and inform you that it's no longer nearby. Once it's back in range, you can just put in your PIN number to instantly resync it. And it provides all the rewards and savings at over the 600,000 merchants. So when you actually go to one of those places, let's say you went to McDonald's, you would just swipe the card. You don't have to show any codes or anything like that. You just swipe the card and it will automatically apply the discount at point of purchase, which is awesome, right? Saving a lot of time and frustration. So that's going to be amazing when that becomes available. And again, it is $150 for retail. It will be $99 for other individuals. So that are participating as what we call a charter member. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to share a video with all of you that talks a little bit more about this card. So put this in real fast, and away we go.
We're about to change your financial world. Is it cool? Yeah. Is it convenient? Absolutely. Will it change the way you live? We think so. Welcome to our network's new revvcard, the best card you will ever own, the last card you'll ever need. Check out the power pack technology of the revvcard. 1.73-inch OLED touchscreen, dynamic EMV chip, biometric print reader, charging points, mic, speaker, Bluetooth antenna, same thickness as a standard card. So, what does this technology mean for you? 1. revvcard is partnered with over 300,000 businesses, from hotels to restaurants to retail stores. Names like Hilton, Marriott, Cold Stone, Domino's, Famous Footwear, Subway, and more. 2. Receive discounts with a single swipe. No need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. revvcard recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. 3. Load multiple cards onto the revvcard and consolidate everything into one. Gift cards, store loyalty cards, bank cards, and more. Simply choose which card to use and complete your purchase. 4. Earn points and rewards on every transaction, then redeem at nearly 1 million merchants. 5. Protected with 4 times the security, revvcard is packed with a biometric fingerprint reader, GPS, and a cellular chip. 6. Need to split dinner or send cash to a friend? Easy enough. Instantly transfer money to any revvcard holder. 7. Pay bills, direct deposit, shop online, all on Rev. 8. Deposit or withdraw cash at over 1 million ATM locations. Now for the best part. As a charter member of our network, not only will you earn rewards and discounts on your own revvcard purchases, but you'll earn every time someone in your network swipes. So don't wait. Become a charter member and start earning today.
Now that we saw the video, so here's what we're talking about. Being a charter member gives you the opportunity to promote the rNetwork products and services and earn a commission based on the activity and participation of individuals that you personally invite and the activity and participation of individuals that they invite up to 10 levels of the relationship. Okay, so that's huge. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that here in a second. So for only $30 one time for registration and $35 per month for your charter membership, you have access to your own home-based business with all the perks mentioned earlier, plus so much more. And our network makes it easy to offset the $35 per month. Number one, because you're going to get savings up to $50 or more per month from the Rev app and or revvcard, depending on your own expenditures, right? So I have a comment here, $38. That's $38 with a fee. It's $35 plus $3 if you're paying with a credit card, just to make sure everybody understands that. Then, of course, the potential earnings of up to $30 per month or more from the Reward Center as people participate in the Reward Center. And then, of course, when you invite 3 people who become charter members on your team, and this is the best part, you're going to earn enough in commissions to cover your own membership. In other words, with 3, it's better than free. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about that here in a second too. So we're talking about being a charter member, which is basically being part of a network marketing company. right? That's the model here with rNetwork, is that you can actually benefit, as a free member. Free members will come after our pre-launch is over in January. In the meantime, we are all joining as charter members. That's what we're participating as. So as a charter member, we build out our teams and everything, and we recommend through word of mouth marketing how cool this opportunity is, right? But there's 5 things to consider when looking for a network marketing company. We're going to look at these 5, so you can kind of compare. You can say, okay, why is our network better than the rest? Why is it the best option out there? Why is it going to help me, to actually create that residual income, that leveraging, right, that I want in my life, so I can, to retire early and have a better lifestyle and all those things. So here are the 5 things to consider. First one is the owners and the vision. Okay. I get hit up a lot on social media and other places to join new opportunities. People are always trying to recruit me, and I analyze it, right? I look at it. I say, okay, let's find out who is actually behind this thing, right? And more than half the time, you can't even find out who the owners are. You can't even find out who the CEO is. You can't. There's no information about the people running the thing, right? They just talk about, oh, hey, we got this great opportunity, whatever, but you can't find out any information. It's crazy, and so that's super important. You got to know that they're real people, that they've got a good resume, they've got a good history. You want to be able to find out what they've been involved in and everything, and see what they can provide, what they're bringing to the table. So when you look at the 5 creators of rNetwork, you know exactly who they are. They've provided their bios. We have a document that talks about each of them and their history and what they're doing. And you can have confidence that, they're going to actually provide a true opportunity for you, something that's not just going to go away, right? So here we have, from left to right, we'll just go through each one real quick. So on the left, we have Mr. Roger Taylor. Mr. Roger Taylor, he is a marketing expert, marketing genius. He's worked in the marketing area for decades, and his last big gig was with NASCAR. He was with NASCAR for many, many years, running all of their marketing campaigns and promotional stuff and everything. So he's just got huge credibility when it comes to marketing and video production and all those things. He's awesome. So Mr. Roger Taylor is kind of in charge of that whole aspect of what we're doing at rNetwork. Then next one over is Trent Walker. Trent Walker, he is, wow. If you look at his resume, oh my goodness, he worked at Google for many years. He managed all of the finances for international stuff at Google for a long time. He's an expert at pay systems. After he left Google, he started his own company called NetChain Squared, and oh my goodness, all the stuff that he's been able to create and do is just amazing. So he's got huge credibility there. In the middle there, that's Richard Smith. He's the president of rNetwork. He's in charge of the whole the field, right? Working with us, who are the charter members. He's in charge of the marketing. He's in charge, or not marketing like what Roger does, but just working with us to go out and market and build the teams and everything. He's the one that created the compensation plan and the way we get paid out. Just an awesome visionary. Then, of course, you've got Kevin Wiscombe. Kevin Wiscombe, he came from the real estate and finance world. He's been involved with all kinds of deals, raising capital and working with banks and everything. He's the one that helped us to get the banking relationships that we have. So he's, wow, amazing as well. And then, of course, Troy Muhlstein on the right there. Troy is all about the operation side of things, making sure that we have a functioning back office, that we have payment systems, all those things that people can pay in. We can get paid commissions and all that stuff. Just the 5 of them are awesome in every aspect. You can find their bios. We have the document. It's on our Facebook groups. It's in, it's available for many of the leaders. You can ask for it. You can read up on all 5 gentlemen and really see who they are, their background. You can find them all on LinkedIn as well. They're not trying to hide, right? They are very proud of what we're doing here with rNetwork, and their vision literally is to help all of us save money, manage our money, and make money in the easiest way possible. The next thing that's super important is the concept of local leaders and the team. Right. In my experience, that's always been super frustrating is, I'll get invited to an opportunity and then I'll feel like I've been abandoned. That's happened to me many times where I didn't know really who my leader was, or the person that invited me just didn't have any skill sets at all, right? And so I was struggling. I was scrambling to find information, to find details, and I kind of had to always do it on my own. It was very hard. And here at rNetwork, we have amazing team leaders. They're obviously myself. We have other huge industry leaders like John Johnson, and we've got Ed Terranova. We've got guys like Dave Dove. We got a whole bunch of them, right? And just I could go on and on and on. The huge names that are involved in this, but believe me, you can find the information you need. Whether it's on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, online, we have support. We've got amazing leaders who are doing presentations, who they're doing calls, they're doing, just basically every day, twice a day, we've got information out there that people can jump on and find out what's going on, be kept up to speed. You will feel very supported, doesn't matter who or which team you join in rNetwork. We've got some awesome leaders who are there to support you and give you the information to make sure you are successful. The next thing to consider is the products themselves, right? This is really key, is what are the products? Are they overpriced? Do they work? Are they universal? That's a really important thing. You don't want a product that's just a niche product only for certain set of people. You don't want products that are way overpriced, that are marked up, 10 times their value. You want products that anybody and everybody can use, even internationally. And we have that with our revvcard. It's fun. It's sexy. It's simple, right? It has real value and benefit to people. People see it, and it has wow factor to it. People want it, right? Okay, that's cool. The bank account, obviously, who doesn't need a bank account? We all do. Everybody needs a bank account, just for everything that's going on nowadays, right? If you want to hold money, if you want to be able to spend money with a debit card, you got to have a bank account. You just do. So why not have one of the coolest banks on the planet? The deals, right? The offers, the discounts. 600,000 merchants plus and growing, right? The rewards program. That you can't go anywhere without hearing about the rewards, right? You go to Walmart and you buy some, and they say, "Hey, do a little survey and get in a drawing for $1,000 gift card." Go to Subway, buy your sandwich, and earn points to get a free sandwich. Go to buy your airfare and earn miles to get free airfare. It's just all over the place. These are universal things, universal products that work anywhere in the world and benefit everyone, whether old or young, male or female, doesn't matter. Everybody can use these products. And then on top of it, if you want to be a charter member, it's only the $35 a month, right? That's it. It's very accessible, very easy to have retention when your products work, they give real value, and when the price point is super accessible. And not only that, you can offset it, right? I mentioned before, whether it's through the reward center or through the savings or just by having 3 on your team, now you're better than free. That there's nothing out there that can compare to what we have here. Okay? Then the comp plan. This is super important. The way we get paid, right? And this is honestly so refreshing to me because our products are really cool, right? But when you consider that everybody that's going to get a revvcard it's going to produce 1% of every purchase that they ever do into the pay plan. Can you just imagine that? I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen that a compensation model is based on people's everyday expenditures, not when they buy the weight loss product, not when they buy their juice or their essential oil, not when they they're buying their Forex education plan. No, this is about people going to the grocery store and buying their milk and their eggs. This is about people going to the gas station and filling up their tank. This is about people when they go to the movies and they buy their popcorn, right? All of that is producing a commission into the compensation model. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible because you're not asking people to purchase something that they don't really want or that might, not actually work for them. Right? There's no forced autoship here. There's no forcing people to buy a product that they have to do it so they can stay commission qualified and they don't really want to, right? And they're sitting there scrambling, at the end of each month to go, oh, okay, what am I going to buy this month? Because, I already have too much of that other thing. And, right? You don't have to do that. It's just, go out and buy whatever you're going to buy on the revvcard and boom, now you're making money when people are saving money. How cool is that? I mean, that is that concept. When people go out and they save money with their really cool revvcard, you're making money. Is that a win-win? I think so. And then not only that, but when people pay their mortgage, you have people just have a home, right, or a condo or whatever they have, and they're paying their mortgage, and 1% of that mortgage is also getting paid into the comp plan? What? Yeah, just for paying for your house. I mean, you got to pay your mortgage anyway, but you just do it through the bank, and holy cow, wow. And then on top of that, people are going to be doing all the activities and participating in the promotions and other deals in the reward center, and a part of that's going to go into the comp plan. So people aren't buying stuff, they're doing stuff. They're participating, they're saving, they're getting a new app on their phone, and just for downloading an app, all of a sudden there's money being produced that can get paid into the comp plan. And then, of course, the big one is the membership, right? The subscription. When people pay for their $35 a month membership, $10 goes to the enroller for the first 3 people that you enroll, and then $10 to $25 pays out on the plan depending on the rank every single week. Wow. Okay. So cool. So cool. And then, of course, the 5th way is when people purchase a revvcard. All right. So if it's a retail, so somebody comes in as a free member and they buy the card for $150 at retail price, then you're going to get $25 as a retail bonus. And then, of course, $10 gets paid into the plan, and that pays out every week. That $10 is whether they buy it for the $150 or they buy it for the $99 as a charter member, doesn't matter. It's going to put $10 into the comp plan every time a card gets sold. So amazing ways to make money here, right? I mean, just on people's everyday expenditures, they always do, their own mortgage. And then on top of that, just when they're participating, right? Just saving money that's going to produce money. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about how that works. So when you join the rNetwork, you're going to get a position in this matrix, okay, in this team building structure. And the way it builds out is the following. So you sign up your first 3 people, and they're going to go on this front line here, okay? This is what we call a tier. So first tier has 3 positions on it, and that's it. It's a forced matrix, meaning that you can only have 3 on your first line or your first tier. So after that, what has to happen is the second tier has to open up, okay? And this is so cool because what happens is now you have a team, and now you are leveraging. It's not just about what you are doing, it's about what the team is doing, because you can see here that the first 3 people you put in, they went out and they started inviting people, and they have people on what's their first tier, which happens to be your second tier. Okay, so your second tier is their first tier. They're putting people onto their first tier. You are now saying, hey, that's cool. I got people on my second tier. I think I'm going to continue to build out here. is you're going to get a third person, a fourth person, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, and you can see that it's filling in left to right, and then right to left, team by team. Okay, so the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, and it went on the so always on the right side there. Okay, so the right of the third leg, the right of the middle leg, and the right of the left leg. All right, now what's going to happen is you're going to continue to build out, and you're going to put in a seventh person. Okay, and it's going to start over at the right and fill in again from right to left on second tier. Right, so first tier is always left to right. And then second tier is always right to left, team by team, and then it starts over, kind of like a typewriter. So if you think of a typewriter, it kind of goes back, boom, right? And then it starts to fill in again, right to left, and it fills in. So the middle, and then the middle, and then it would fill in the middle again on the left leg, and then it would start over until that's all the way full. And then what happened? Well, it's all the way full. So now we've got to go to the third tier. Okay, and the third tier is going to start filling in the same way as these individuals that you've brought in. They're bringing in people and everything, and so of course now you're going to bring in person number 9. Okay, number 9 is going to go in, and it's now going from the left to the right. Okay, team by team, and so you can see there now, and if those others hadn't filled in, if you put in a 11th or a 12th or more people, it would just continue to fill in left to right, and then it would start over again on the left and fill in all the way to the right. Okay, so that's how it fills in. It's fair, it's easy, and it makes it so that there's less gaps in the structure with this autofill program. Okay, so really amazing. And then what it does, as you can see, is you've created spillover. Okay, that's what we call it. So when you enroll number 4 over here, you've created spillover for number 3, and he's saying, "Hey, thank you, right? Thank you for helping me to build my team." And then of course he's helping to build his team. He's brought this guy in, right? So it's now a synergistic system where it's team building, right? Everybody is helping everybody as we fill in, right? You placed number 9, number 10 over here, so that helped number 1, and it helped number 6, right? You placed number 10, it helped both of those guys, right? So you're helping, they're helping, everybody's working together, we're all helping each other, which is awesome. And then of course it just builds out all the way down 10 levels of depth for a total of 88,572 people on your team. Okay, so doesn't end there, because you actually need to do your part, right? So maybe you came in and you said, I'm going to sit back and watch. I'm going to just kind of see how this goes. I'm going to get get a spot and just see what happens, right? Okay, that's fine. Everyone has their own prerogative. And so maybe you get in and your leader is going crazy. She's putting in people, below you, creating spillover, and you're thinking, oh, this is cool. Okay. And then it continues to grow, and those people are putting in people. And so your second tier starts to fill up, and you think, oh, wow, this is legit. Holy cow. Yeah, I think I'm ready. I think I want to go ahead and start making some money. So what do you got to do? Because this is not socialistic. You can't just sit back and relax and let it all autofill underneath you and think that you're going to make all this money. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to do your part. Okay, this is a synergistic plan, not a socialistic one, right? So how do you do your part? Well, you enroll somebody. Okay, so you enroll somebody, and voila, now your first tier is unlocked. Okay, and now notice that number 1 is down on your second tier. He's not on your first, so that doesn't have to be on that tier, right? It can fall anywhere inside this whole team building structure. But as long as you have 10 personally enrolled people who fall somewhere in the structure, you can unlock all 10 tiers, right? So here in this example, you say, wow, well, second tier has a bunch of people on it, but I'm not making money off of tier 2 yet. Why not? Oh, because I need to enroll person number 2, right? Now my second tier is unlocked. And so now I can see, oh, I'm helping. I'm creating spillover, right? For this guy. I placed him in there. I created spillover for this guy. And because I did that, I now get to make money off of my first 2 tiers. Now let's say it continues to grow, and The third tier starts to fill in. Oh, well, guess what? I want to enroll a third person so I can unlock that third tier and actually start making money off of all those people, right? And you just created more spillover for this guy. So all these three guys are saying, hey, wow, the guy above me is helping me out. And they had, nothing to do with you, right? You didn't place those guys. Who did? The person above you, right? So your sponsor or your enroller probably enrolled these guys and put them down here. And so, you benefited. Now you're benefiting them by placing people under them. So it's a win-win for everybody. And then, of course, it goes all the way down 10 levels. You continue to enroll 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, and then again 8 and 9, and then 10. And it unlocks all 10 levels all the way down. So you can now earn commissions from all 88,000 people on your team. Okay, so it's as simple as this. People go shopping and save money, pay their mortgage, and do online activities to earn rewards, and you earn money when they do. It's a win-win. Up to 2% of all purchases with the Rev account and card, and 1% of mortgages paying into the comp plan. There are some vendors that actually pay 2%. We say 1% because that's going to be the average, but there are some where you go shopping and it's actually going to pay 2% into the plan. Okay, the question here, what happens if your first enroller gets 3 before you get your 3? Do you lose the second tier altogether? And so on for any tier. No, you never lose. You never lose. As long as you just go and get your 10, doesn't matter how far down they are, you get to start earning on all those people that are on your full structure. Okay, so here's how it pays out, right? Let's assume somebody goes and fills up their gas tank, and they got a big truck, so it costs them $100, right? So $100 filling up their gas tank. And so that pays out 1%. So that's $1. All right. On $100, 1% is $1. So that $1 commission from filling up their gas tank, how does that pay out? Well, it looks at the structure here, right? And it says, okay, so this guy filled up his gas tank, $100, produced $1. So then it looks at the person above him and says, okay, is that person, are they active? Are they paying their $35 a month? Yes. Okay, great. Now, the second question it asks is, are they tier 1 qualified? Have they unlocked that first tier, right? Have they enrolled at least one person? And the answer is yes, they're a tier 4. So that means that would pay out the 10 cents to them, okay? Because it divides that dollar by 10 and pays out 10 levels. So then it goes to the next one. It says, hey, are you active? Yes. Oh, good. Are you tier 2 qualified? Have you enrolled 2 people? And if the answer is yes, great. Pays them 10 cents. All right. Then the third one goes up to the next person in the structure looking up, and it says, hey, are you qualified, right? Are you active? Are you paying? Yep. Great. Are you tier 3 qualified? Do you have 3 people? Yes, you do. Great. 10 cents for you. Then it goes to this next one. It says, hey, are you active? Yes. But are you tier 4 qualified? Have you enrolled 4 people? No. Uh-oh, you're going to get skipped, right? Then this guy, okay, are you active? No, you're not paid. You're tier 4. You've got 4 people enrolled, but you forgot to pay this month. So guess what? You get skipped. You're not going to get your commissions. So then it goes to the next guy. Hey, are you qualified and active? Yes. You have 4 people? Yes. Perfect. 10 cents for you. Are you active? Do you have 5 people? Yes. Okay, 10 cents for you. Are you active? Do you have 6 people? Yes. Pay you. Are you active and you have 7 people? Yes. Pay you. Then it gets to you, right? It says, hey, are you active? Of course you are. And do you have do you have at least 8 people? Yes. You've got your 10. What are you talking about? Of course I'm all the way qualified. So you get 10 cents. And then it's going to go higher. It's going to go to the person above you. And it's going to ask the same question, right? So it'll pay out the full $1 all the way up 10 levels. But we call this dynamic compression. The way that these two got skipped here, that means that they actually now, because they weren't qualified and everything, they skipped. So it's actually driving this down deeper than what it normally would, right? So it's not just 10 levels, it's actually 10 tiers, okay? 10 tiers going all the way down because of the compression that happens and people getting skipped, right? So that means you could get paid, down 20, 30 levels or more, right? Pretty awesome. Okay. let's see. And the question is, so all you need to do is enroll 10 people? Absolutely. Just 10. 10 personals. And after that, give them away, right? That's what we're talking about with being synergistic. This is the first compensation model I've ever seen in my life where it's better to give people away instead of trying to keep them all for yourself. I'm going to enroll 100 people personally. There's no reason to do that. You're better off helping your team. You're better off giving those individuals away to the people below you so that they can unlock their tiers and make money, and you increase retention that way. So it's actually very, very, very simple to keep people involved and going. So really fun. Will there be software available to oversee and manage our tiers? Absolutely. Yep. So we have a really cool back office that allows you to go in and see who's doing what, who's active, who's inactive, so you can make sure that you always have at least your 10 to unlock all those tiers. Okay. All right. So here is an example of commissions from your referrals. Okay. Potential earnings. When your referral uses the reward center or spends with their card or whatever it is, you could potentially earn, let's just say, 10 cents to $1 per day. In other words, $3 to $30 in monthly commissions. Okay. And then if you get 10 people, right, you just imagine you just times that by 10, right? So $30 to $300 in monthly commissions just from getting your first 10 people, depending on their spending habits and how much they participate in the reward center and all of that, okay? So that's really fun. And then, of course, if you if you teach these 10 how to go get 10 each, right, then guess what? Now you got 100 plus people on your team, and you can imagine how much money that could be, right? $300 to $3,000 a month extra. Wow. Now, obviously, these are just approximate amounts, just examples. Everything's going to be different. Not everybody spends $1,000 a month at the grocery store. Not everybody, has a car and fills up their gas tank. I mean, it's just going to be totally different for every single person. But the idea is that these are, maybe averages or potential opportunities for people depending on what they spend and participating in. Now, obviously, if they're doing, if they are charter members, then you're going to get the minimum of about $1 per person, right? It's going to be anywhere from $1 to $2.50 per person, depending on which number they are, because the first 3 people that pay, that's only going to be $1, but then the 4th through the 10th is actually about $2 to $2.50, depending on the rank. So just averages, but good to know. All right, so here's an example. Just an example, no guarantees, right? So we know the cost of being a charter member, $65, $35 per month, pays $10 to the pen, $15 to the team building structure for the first 3 people that you've enrolled, okay, or at least the first 3 that end up paying in a month, all right? It's going to take those $10 and pay them to you as a direct bonus, right? So basically you're making $30 from your first 3 active people that in a month. It doesn't have to be the first 3 you enrolled. It just has to be the first 3 that pay. Those 3, that's going to pay you 30 plus another $1 in the TBS, right? So basically $33. So you're pretty much covered. You're almost there with the 35. Plus you're going to make an extra 50 cents during the pre-launch. Okay, so all during the pre-launch, it's actually 15. So it's $1.50 or $2.50 for the 4th and on during the pre-launch. All right. So that's why we can say that with 3, it's better than free, because just on the membership itself, you're going to make, pretty much that $35 and cover your monthly. And then on top of that, if they're participating in anything like doing the mortgage stuff or the debit stuff, or they're doing anything in the reward center, then of course you're golden. Right? So that's how that works. So we're going to assume, based on all of that, right now during pre-launch, from now until January 6th, we're all going to get that extra 50 cents. So it's going to be a 15 or 25 paid up the TBS. Now, let's assume that you have enrolled all your 10 charter members, right? So you've unlocked all 10 tiers, okay? And on average, everyone on your team has enrolled about 3, Okay, so 3 charter members, and of course, all of them have their 10 free members or customers. Okay, so obviously that's not until January. So this is an example of what it will look like after we launch in January. We'll also assume that an average of $500 is spent monthly on the debit card, right? Which is actually really conservative. That's really low. The actual average in the United States is around 1,000 or more, but we'll just assume 500 is all. Okay, and then we're going to assume that the average mortgage is about 1,000. Okay, it's actually more than that, but we'll just keep it at 1,000. And then we will assume that only 20% of the people are actually doing that. Right, they're actually using the bill pay to pay their mortgage. And we're going to assume that only about 20% of the people on your team are actually participating in the rewards program, okay, which might produce around $50 a month, and that only 30% of that is paid into the team building structure. This is what it could look like, right? So if you had a goal and you said, you know what, I would like to make an extra $500 a month, what would I have to do? Okay, well, so this is basically what you have to do. You look over here on this side, commission total. So if you actually had your 3 levels or 3 tiers filled, right? So 3, 9, 27, okay? So 39 people, and they all had their 10 free customers, free members, then this is what it would pay approximately based on those numbers, okay? $840 a month. Wow, all right? Now that can fluctuate. It could go up or it could go down based on how much people spend on their card, how much they do in the activity center, if they're actually paying their mortgage or not. You know, it's all subject to, and it'll vary for everybody, okay? But, you know, just this is an example of potential what could possibly happen in this scenario, right? About $840 a month. So no guarantees here. Could be less, could be more, depending on you and your own efforts and what you go out and do and the teams that you build and everything. But you know, you think about it, it's leverage, right? It's the power of team building. It's the power of leverage. And if you actually had a full matrix, if you had your whole team building structure full, 88,572 people, all with their 10 customers on average, okay, that's almost 1 million people. Well, yeah, guess what? You would make approximately $1.8 million per month, okay? And that's out there, right? It could happen. It would be amazing if it did. But that's the potential, right? Extra $800 a month, an extra $2,000 a month, an extra $7,000 a month, right? Just build it out. Just help your team build it out. Get your 5 line all the way filled up, and look what you could potentially get. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so the 5th thing to consider is the timing, right? Companies go through several stages. They go through a formulation stage, they go through a momentum stage, they go through a stabilization stage, and you want to be in at the ground level. Okay, people who join a company at the ground level are most likely to profit from the tremendous growth that occurs during momentum. This is where fortunes are made. Okay, so we are right now in this formulation stage. Okay, you want to do it before we hit critical mass. All right, and that's going to happen by the time we launch this thing in January. All right, so what do? You want to be a founding member. Okay, our network is in soft launch right now. We're in soft launch until June 6th, 2019, meaning only enrollments until then. We got basically 3 more weeks until that happens. We got to take advantage of it. There, for those that are interested, right now there is a discount code where you can save the $30 that it costs for enrollment. So if you don't know what that is, get with the person that invited you, and hopefully they have that code and they can give it to you. But yeah, you'll want to save the initial $30 for the enrollment, and so it'll only be $35 plus $3 if you're paying with a credit card, so $38 from now until June 6th. After June 6th, that discount code will be inactivated, and it will be a total of $68. You have to pay $30 plus $38 to be able to join if you're paying with a credit card. Eventually, they'll have other payment methods with Bitcoin, for example, or paying through your own Rev account once that's available later in July or August. And then the price will go to, it'll just be $35. They won't have that extra $3 fee. So, just depending on how you want to pay is what the price will be. But so as of June 6th, we enter pre-launch. Okay, then we'll get our Rev accounts. We'll do our KYC for Rev account, know your customer, probably around July or August. And then we launch on January 6th to the world. Okay, so the founding members are going to get extra perks, right? Founding members are going to be able to order the card first before anyone else. Okay, founding members are going to be able to participate in bank ownership. Founding members are going to have VIP status and recognition at all the corporate events. Founding members are going to receive an extra $5 commission paid in the TBS from all the charter members in their TBS, so an extra 50 cents per person forever. And then, of course, to qualify for that, you just need to get 10 in the pen before the launch date of January 6th. So once you have your 10, once you've enrolled 10 people, you will be a charter member. You have just until January 6th to do that, and you will get all of these perks. So remember what Mark Twain said. In 20 years from today, you will be more disappointed by the things you did not do than by the things you did do. So explore, dream, discover. I invite you to get back to the person. I invite you to watch this, ask the questions you need to ask, get all your concerns resolved, understand what we're doing, and realize that our network is the best opportunity you will ever see. I've waited for this more than 20 years. It's awesome. And I am going to go full speed with this thing. We've got mega leaders from the entire industry looking over to see kind of what we're doing. Others that are jumping in feet first. It's awesome. You do not want to miss out. So with that, let you get back to what you're doing. Thanks so much, and we will see you on the next one.